Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. I can't talented group. Her friend Mir.
Do you remember anything about?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you.
Protego! An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down.
Incendio! Protego! Incendio! Incendio! Confringo!
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. But I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Better have a look around. See about the Horklumps and the box of letters. That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Lumos. Incendio. Confringo. Lumos. Protego. Lumos.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or hold it all together.
Incendio. Levioso. Glacius. Depulso. Confringo. Confringo. Glacius. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Protego. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo. Depulso. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus.
Should think they felt that in London.
Lumos. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Lumos.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
Lumos.
Who lived here, I wonder? Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Lumos. Accio. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Depulso. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo. Lumos. Incendio.
That's what the authorities
Glad Valentine's finally lost their obsession with those infernal butterflies.
My father always taught me to keep my wand at the ready.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. To borrow a phrase...
I'm glad I could...
Ah?
You are here. Good.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
Why did he challenge that
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
I don't mean to be grim, but could Harlow have taken him?
Archie's satchel is missing, so he may have left on his own. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
Is there any...
He's Victor Rookwood's second in command.
What reason would Harlow have to kill your husband?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what he's been up to. I begged him to leave it alone, but he was convinced that...
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not.
Where could Archie have gone? If anything happens to him...
When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went.
Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.
Revelio.
Wolves! Prepare for a fight.
Protego. Incendio.
Expelliarmus!
Depulso. Glacius.
Descendo!
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Revelio.
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again.
Revelio.
Archie went this way. I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine. A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was
Revelio.
a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Accio. Incendium. Leviosa. Confringo.
Expulso! I've seen. That was a mistake.
Glacius.
Petrificus totalis! Get yourself out that one!
Benito.
I could do this all day.
Confringo.
Petrificus totalis!
You'll need to be quicker than that.
Glacius.
Petrificus totalis!
Confringo.
You will pay for your
Depulso.
deed.
Expelliarmus.
Coward! Body fairly!
Descendo. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Depulso. Revelio.
It is as I feared. They have Archie. Be on your guard. There can be no mistakes.
Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Confringo. Glacius. Depulso. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo. Depulso. Arresto Momentum. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Confringo.
I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
You don't think he saw it happen?
Descendo. Arresto Momentum. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Glacius. You'll regret that. Descendo. Depulso. Protect.
Oh, this is getting fun!
Revelio. Descendo. Arresto Momentum. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
I shall cast my eyes closer, best to be sure.
Protego! Reducto!
Incendio. Confringo. Depulso.
I'm just warming. So cold. You're
Protego.
no match for me.
Expelliarmus. Descendo.
Knew you were still hanging about. You're easier to
Accio.
spot than it. Aha! Back for
Expelliarmus.
more.
Descendo. Arresto Momentum. Protego.
Descendo!
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
That's mine. Descendo! I'll make you
Incendio.
wish you were
Accio.
back at school.
Levioso.
Just the beginning.
I hate
Confringo.
fights.
Glacius.
You're going to regret that.
Venite. Glacius. Depulso. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Please, I need your help.
Archie. Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so... See you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open.
Aloha Mora.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Oh, Archie, you're here! Oh,
Confringo.
you're safe.
Mother?
Arresto momentum.
Oh, Mother! Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. The last thing we...
It may be...
Thank you. I can never repay...
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say
Revelio.
that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other.
Aloha Mora.
I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help.
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Accio.
Mine now, demiguise.
It's you. Thank you again for
Lumos.
saving me.
Accio.
I'll never forget you.
Thank you again for finding my dear Archie. I honestly don't know what I would do without him. He's all I have now.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astro... I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather... I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so...
Grace. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did, but it wasn't easy. I shall need to be compensated.
I see. That's fair, I suppose. A reward, so to speak, for finding the buried treasure. Thank you for recovering it. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Go! Faster!
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse, also known as the torture curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind. pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Confringo.
Always wondered what the other house was called.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
You're here. Brilliant.
Protego! Protego! Revelio. Levioso. Lumos.
What if he sticks like this?
What? Don't be silly. It'll wear off in a few hours, I think.
You think?
It didn't before. That other boy was like it for a week.
A week?
Revelio.
This place has seen better days.
Incendio. Levioso. Protego. Accio. Depulso. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Arresto Momentum. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Whoa. Whoa. Ah. Protego. Confringo. Depulso. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus.
Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Here. Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something.
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose that...
I have no idea. Who knows what they'll...
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life. Mooncalves are often... I wouldn't trade.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf.
How kind. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
I should try and rescue Garniff's mooncalf. Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find those poachers.
Lumos.
What will I do without her?
I'm told that last Clementine... Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep his stacks.
Revelio.
Hello. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do? I'm Satirissa Tugwood, and I have an exciting business proposition for you. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious esteemed lineage would be in business. But I only want to help the less fortunate.
That's incredibly nice of you.
Oh, there's more. You see, I've been experimenting with a new beauty cream. A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient, Booba-Tuba pus. Booba-Tubas do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however. If only I could pay someone to collect a few for me.
What precisely are Booba-Tubas?
Disgusting things, really, covered in protrusions. One needs to squeeze them to collect the pus. They smell simply awful and seem to move on their own. Ugh, I wouldn't go near the things if it weren't for my devotion to my classmates.
How on earth did you discover that Booba-Tuba pus clears one's skin?
One cannot rely on spells for all appearance enhancements. The errant cast, for example, could relocate one's eyebrows entirely rather than merely thinning them. My darling and now perpetually surprised-looking neighbour discovered that on her own. Poor thing. I am convinced that beauty potions are the future. I'm forever looking for ways to make this world a more beautiful place. I suspected that if pure Booba-Tuba pus could cause boils, an altered form would likely reverse such abominations. And I was correct.
I can try and find some for you if I have the time.
Marvellous. I'd go myself, but I don't want to. I only need a few Booba-Tubas, but they grow wild, so you'll have to look around. Our spotty classmates are counting on you, so you mustn't tarry.
What are you up to now?
Someone's up to tomfoolery again.
Accio! Levioso!
When I get down, you're in a heap of trouble.
Depulso!
Put me down at
Descend.
once!
Accio! Levioso!
Stop this buffoonery!
Depulso! Revelio! Glacius! Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus! This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
He's like,
Accio! Incendio!
what have you done?
Protego!
Levioso! You long?
Yes. Incendio! Levioso! Accio! No! Incendio! I hope.
Revelio.
See if there's something you need. Thank you for your patronage. It's been a pleasure.
Revelio. Lumos.
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just escaped with my life. I need to be better prepared next time. Could use some thunder brew. I don't suppose a student like yourself would be in possession of such a thing?
I'm afraid not. I'd help you if I could, but I don't actually have anything with me.
Well, that is unfortunate. I was hoping you'd be better prepared. Not a charitable bone in their body.
Incendio.
Poachers? Garniff was right then. I'd better be careful.
Protego!
Predictable.
Time to get my claws out.
Learn that in first.
Confringo.
Oh,
Debolso. Protego.
Your eyes.
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Expelliarmus.
Who's there?
Arresto Momentum. Descendo. Incendio. Levio.
Confringo!
You won't escape again.
Accio.
They're the best of
Pulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Arresto Momentum. Protego. Arresto Momentum. Incendio.
Incendio!
I think not.
Expelliarmus. Descendo.
Is that the
Incendio.
best you can
Accio.
do?
Levioso.
Confringo! You survived longer than expected.
I won't go
Confringo.
down as easy.
Pulso. Glacius.
You're not going to like this.
Descendo. Expelliarmus. Arresto. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Debolso. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Oi!
Debolso. Reparo. Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Which one of you is Biscuit? Oh, no, you don't. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
Revelio.
Do cooperate, won't you?
Accio. Levioso.
I'll look after you.
Revelio. Levioso.
All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garniff, shall we?
Revelio.
Expelliarmus!
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Oh, my dear Biscuit.
Garniff, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
If it weren't for me, I suspect those poachers would have flayed her alive.
Oh, perish the thought. Thank Merlin you were able to save her in time. I cannot wait to get her home.
You can have her back.
Of course, I would pay. Oh, my sweet little bit. As I said before, you've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
Handy resource indeed.
Rally behind. You can feed a beast, or it can feed you, if you get my meaning. Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching.
Potato!
That's the best you can...
Confringo!
Don't go down easy.
I didn't know.
Confringo!
Confringo!
Just my luck. A troll.
Levioso! Confringo! Depulso! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Arresto Momentum! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Glacius! Depulso! Protego! Brilliant. Glacius! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Arresto Momentum! Incendio! Depulso! Glacius! Confringo! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Arresto Momentum! Descendo! Confringo! Glacius! Depulso!
Oh, that smells awful. Only 4 more, thank goodness.
Revelio!
Perhaps you ought to give up.
Revelio.
That should do it. I'd better get back to Saccharissa now.
No! Incendio!
Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Glacius.